शास्त्रों में कहा गया है, सर्वद्रव्येषु विभैव द्रव्य महर्नतम, अर्थात विद्या रूपी द्रव्य सभी द्रव्यों में सर्वोत्तम है। विद्या के आदान प्रदान के इस अनवरत यात्रा का एक महत्वपूर्ण पड़ाव है आज का यह समारोह। जवाहरलाल विश्वविद्यालय के इतिहास में होने वाला ये द्वितीय दीक्षांत समारोह कुछ ही क्षणों में प्रारंभ होने वाला है।
I'm with the Center for the Study of Law and Governance. Chief Property. Center for Law and Governance. School of Management and Ramanathan, School of Economics. Please wind up for the procession. Please introduce to the PC. School of Sanskrit and Indic Studies.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You may please be seated now. Honorable Chancellor, Dr. V.K. Saraswat, Vice Chancellor, Professor M. Jagdish Kumar, dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. A very good morning to all of you. It gives us immense pleasure to welcome you all to the second graduation ceremony of Jawaharlal Nehru University. It is our great honor and privilege to have our Chancellor, Dr. V.K. Saraswat, as chief guest on the second convocation of JNU. It is a great effort on the part of our Vice Chancellor, Professor M. Jagdish Kumar, to reinstate convocation after 46 years. This is a much awaited event in every student's life, as it gives the returns to the efforts put in by them throughout their academic endeavor. It gives a sense of achievement and sense of responsibility towards fulfilling their further commitments. Light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity. As sunlight expels the darkness of mind, similarly, blessings bring in our life prosperity and happiness. To make this morning a blessed one, invoke goddess by kindling the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. For seeking the choicest blessings for the same, I invite our admirable Chief Guest, Dr. V.K. Saraswat, and Vice Chancellor, Professor Jagdish Kumar, with other dignitaries on dais, to invoke the Almighty by lighting the lamp. ज्ञान के तिमिर को चीर विद्या के प्रकाश पुंज के द्योतक इस दीक्षांत समारोह का शुभारंभ ज्ञान दीपक प्रज्वलित करके किया गया है। Thank you, sir. Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge and arts, represents the free flow of wisdom and consciousness. She is the mother of the Vedas. It's our holy tradition to worship Goddess Saraswati before any important event. So let's dedicate a prayer to Ma Saraswati. For that, I would like to invite Dr. Vineet Goswami, who is coordinator of Sargam Choir. The foundation of Sargam Choir of Music Department of Delhi University was laid down way back in 1971-72 by late Vidushi Professor Sumati Mutatka. The first conductor of Sargam Choir was Ustad Yunus Hussain Khan, an eminent artist and composer of Agra Gharana. The key features of this choir were amalgamation of different rags and tals in a single composition, taranas in different tals, songs based on seasonal ragas, and patriotic songs. Carrying forward the tradition, this choir has been performing at various major cultural events and platforms in Delhi and has been appreciated by artists and music lovers. Today, they are going to present Ma Saraswati Vandana based on Rag Megh. Artist students are Shri Nakul, Shri Faiz Ali, Shri Karanjit Singh, Kumari Alice Gupta, Kumari Aditi Negi, Kumari Basant Kaur, Kumari Vaibhav Sakshi, Shri Gulshan Kumar. Shri Gulshan Kumar is on tabla and Shri Pal is on harmonium. And the director and conductor for this is Dr. Vili Goswami.
Krishna देवी कृपा शालिनी सर्वदेवाचित परम भामिनी वाणी कलारूपिणी वीणा पाणी वीणा पाणी वीणा पाणी
माँ सरस्वती की स्तुति कर हमने अपने जीवन में ज्ञान रूप संगीत का संचार करने की प्रार्थना की है। Now, ladies and gentlemen, may I request our Vice Chancellor to declare the second convocation for JNU to be open.
Sir, do I have your permission to declare the convocation open?
Yes.
With the permission of the Honorable Chancellor, I declare the convocation open.
Thank you, sir. Now I request our Vice Chancellor to welcome and felicitate our Chief Guest, Dr. V.K. Saraswat. Dr. Vijay Kumar Saraswat is India's most gifted scientist and an accomplished researcher with more than 4 decades of experience spanning over several fields and areas in both basic and applied science and defense research. Thank you, sir. May I now request our Vice Chancellor to deliver the welcome address and present a brief report of the university.
Honorable Chancellor, faculty members, staff, guests, graduates, and their family members. On the occasion of the second convocation, to be standing here as the Vice Chancellor of JNU is an extraordinary honor for me, simply because JNU is the most illustrious university of India for the contributions it has made for the welfare and progress of the country. I am acutely aware of how a vast majority of faculty and students of this university have worked silently and diligently and have made JNU a part of the incredible history of modern India. I am proud of them for making an enduring difference to the university and therefore to the nation. We must and we will nurture them and strengthen them so that when you hear the name of JNU, you think of it with pride for its positive contributions to our country. If you want a testimony to my assertion, you simply have to look at the names of the great alumni this university has produced. This convocation today is not a mere ceremonial gathering. It is more than that. It is a meeting of bright minds under one roof with a shared mission towards our society. It is the day we collectively remind ourselves the immense responsibility that lies on our shoulders as vehicles of social change. We are touched by your overwhelming enthusiasm to be part of this convocation, and we welcome you wholeheartedly. This convocation is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for all of you to recollect your memorable beginning as a student, leading to your emotional bond with this great university, and to look towards your future. If you want to sustain India as a leading nation in the world, it is important that you become discoverers and innovators and ensure that some of the important creative ideas germinate from our country. Ideas alone are not sufficient. It is equally important to exploit those ideas for the good of the society. Your generation has to engage with society more closely as compared to your predecessors, simply because the challenges our human societies face today are enormous. Climate change, food security, energy security, clean water scarcity, health risks, degrading biodiversity, man-made and natural disasters, terrorism, illegal immigrants posing a threat to our national security, and so on. But solutions to such problems cannot emanate only from scientific and technological innovations. The partnership between social scientists, for which JNU is so well known, and the technologists alone can help us find solutions with a human face. During the last couple of years, JNU has recognized the importance of such a partnership and has established several new academic programs at JNU, such as the Special Center for E-Learning, the Special Center for Disaster Research, Special Center for the Study of National Security, Special Center for the Study of Northeast India, the School of Engineering, School of Management and Entrepreneurship, School of Sanskrit and Indic Studies. In all these centers and schools, the faculty members and students from across the university will collaborate and work across the disciplines, strengthening the academic partnership. JNU should strive towards advocating the voice and aspirations of 1.3 billion Indians who would like to see our country become stronger, remain inclusive and united on the foundations laid down by our ancient civilization. If our country becomes the guiding light to the rest of the world by bringing our focus back to improving the quality of life rather than just standard of living, working towards spiritual development rather than just material security, emphasizing relational care to each other rather than mindless competition, respecting our rich cultural diversity than dominating over each other, working towards environmental protection rather than its exploitation, building an inclusive society rather than indulging in identity politics, then I think, and I'm sure you will all agree, that JNU should be one of the universities our future generations may like to thank for its intellectual contributions as a fountainhead of knowledge. The best ideas are born when minds are allowed to roam free and think critically. JNU is committed to this freedom of thought and critical thinking with an emphasis on our fundamental responsibilities. With the awarding of the degrees today, you will now become the alumni of JNU. One of the kindest things that you can do to your university is to keep in touch with us and provide your suggestions and support to the university. Finally, we look forward to getting together again at the next convocation with another batch of bright and young graduates, and this tradition of conducting the convocation that we have started with you after 46 years will continue. On behalf of the entire JNU fraternity, we wish you a very, very bright future. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for your illuminating speech and sharing your vision for building our university towards progressive path. It is customary for the Vice Chancellor to introduce the chief guest on such occasions. So may I now request sir to introduce Dr. V.K. Saraswat.
We are fortunate to have our Chancellor as the chief guest of this historic convocation that we are conducting after 46 years. Dr. Saraswat needs no introduction. He is a well-known scientist in the country. He has worked in the area of defense for several decades. He is now a member of Niti Aayog. I now request Dr. Saraswat to deliver his convocation address.
Good morning, Namaskar. Professor Jagdish Kumar, the Vice Chancellor of JNU, esteemed deans and professors who are present here on the day of convocation, dear students, distinguished invitees. I am really delighted to participate in the convocation of JNU, which is being held after a gap of almost 46 years. This is the second convocation, I am told. I would like to greet Vice Chancellor, faculty members, students, staff, and the distinguished invitees on this occasion. I would like to also congratulate the students for their academic performance and the faculty for shaping these young minds. I am happy to note that JNU exemplifies the positive aspects of human habitation and intervention. JNU campus is a microcosm of the Indian nation, drawing students from every nook and corner of the country and from every group and stratum of the society. JNU is perceived as a training ground for intellectual politicians and for meaningful life in the Indian bureaucracy, as much as the beginning of life in research and academics. It has produced some of the finest minds as politicians, bureaucrats, and researchers. To name the few, Muzaffar Alam, Alok Bhattacharya, S. Jaishankar, Nirmala Sitaraman, Sitaram Yechuri, Ali Zain, Baburam Bhattari, and so on. In other words, JNU stands for transformation, which is the topic of my talk. I am going to talk to you about your role in the transformation of this country. My dear students, I wish to say that the Institute of Learning builds character and provides knowledge and a way of dealing with challenges ahead to the students to meet the realities of life, and also preparing them to realize paradigm changes of value and substance. At best, it can provide a roadmap. It is not even a territory map. It does not give details about potholes, boulders, rainstorms, and hailstorms, or even earthquakes. Thus, in addition to the knowledge base, it is the character and spirit of the students to meet challenges, which takes the students through the journey with a purpose to do good to the mankind. You are fortunate that you have got such an opportunity to study in your chosen field and experience finer and vital aspects of life in JNU. While we say we are in knowledge society, fact remains that we have access of information and even knowledge. India has always believed in sagacious wisdom and in-depth insights of cosmos, nature, human and other species to find solutions based on minimal elements but maximum clarity and imagination. Considering the challenges, one needs better comprehension and efforts as compared to the past, and yet not to be overawed with too much data, information and knowledge, and in the process lose the essence of the challenge. A much common and easy to understand example is spending hours on the TV channels and websites, with the end result to get fatigued and addicted. To the virtue of imagination, Albert Einstein has mentioned that imagination is better than knowledge. I may say that knowledge with spiritual motivation and human love and sensitivity, as advocated by Swami Vivekananda, are key to realize the joy and full potential of life on this beautiful planet. India's past, so to say the least, is glorious, inspiring and revealing with respect to insights and outcomes. Harappan civilization, one among the youngest of the old civilizations other than Egyptian and Mesopotamian. At its peak, Mohenjo-daro is estimated to be the largest with about 1 million square kilometers, 35 towns and well thought out governance technologies and systems. Manuscripts treasure about 10,000 books in 12th to 18th centuries are continuum in the journey of knowledge, pursuit and eminence. Accepted eminence of India in the mathematics and astronomy like Brahmagupta, Bhaskara I, Nilakanta, Aryabhatta, etc. Medicine, Charaka and Shushruta, and metal master specialists related to zinc, iron and steel, Bronze Age. is well documented and provides an inspiration for all the generations up to now and shall remain iconic contributions and inspirations for many generations to come. My dear friends, India is the largest and vibrant democracy of about 1.3 billion citizens. The country has the widest imaginable spectrum of languages, religions, cultures, income groups, and political ideologies. The country must achieve high economic growth, approximately 10% and more of GDP growth every year in the coming 20 years on a sustained basis, and commit not only to sustaining high growth rates but even enhancing the growth rates. This commitment poses many challenges and offers even larger opportunities. India and the world believe in the vision of India as being one among the 3 largest economies by 2025. This vision necessitates synergy among the actions and effective implementation strategies in an expeditious manner. Energy is the key driver, which along with education, healthcare, water, food and other related infrastructure would enable achievement of these goals. In a diverse democracy, achieving this offers higher levels of opportunity of great fun and matters of immense satisfaction. The ingredients for success in this demanding endeavor are conviction, determination, capacity, capability, and commitment with ethics, selectivity, and sensitivity of government with private participation. India needs to combine the strengths of her heritage with modern outlook and experience of the West in a judicious manner. She needs enhancing the capacity and commitments of all these stakeholders. India is amidst an unparalleled opportunity during the next 50 years. Our actions, policies, and implementation strategies with outcomes shall decide our place in the communities of nations and quality of life in India. The unique, unparalleled position is an intermix of opportunities and challenges. What are they? Like the opportunities are, we are the largest young population and the large population country with interplay of genetic endowment, one of the old civilizations with deep insights, large market, science and technology demonstration with successes, leadership committed to national causes and global brand, having vibrant democracy with established constitutional framework of robust governance. Challenge, what is the challenge? Growth with sustainability in the context of large disparity in income and other inequalities related to justice, education, gender, healthcare, thus depriving rational opportunities to all citizens. We find that India is divided between optimism and disillusionment. History is demonstrative of the fact that enlightening human beings can remove disillusionment with their capacity, capability, commitment, approaches, and selfless service. The nations and the world bodies require leadership of intellectuals, social scientists, scholars, and believers in voice of democracy to guide the systems and societies where politicians and bureaucrats combine their sensitivity to large masses with intellectuals and professionals to have high synergy for enhancing quality of life for deprived citizens of this planet in a systematic and demonstrative manner. A single individual with his passion, commitment, and hard work can bring about a lot of improvements and quality changes for the betterment of his fellow human beings, contributing to the development of the society and the country. You should realize that you are an asset to the nation and have been specially prepared to perform at the highest level of ethics and efficiency to deliver better quality of life to India and indeed to the world. India has made rapid strides in science and technology to earn respect, dignity, and eminence from even the most enlightened professionals and eminent organizations all over the world. The remarkable achievements of India in education, industry, nuclear energy, space, and defense, to name a few, are the foundation bedrocks on which we are building to deliver future successes, which would earn India a distinction of one of the most developed countries with robust economy. This must be achieved in less than 2 decades to provide equity and quality of life to even the last citizen of India. The later part requires work of social scientists, spiritual leaders, institutes of justice, enlightened yet bold media, and the men and women of substance like you. which work in complementary manner with science and technology experts to change current India to eminent India. You can be the transformation leader. The choice is with you and no one else. To be a transformation leader, I would like you to think carefully on the following suggestions, which are based on my ups and downs in life while working to bring value during my career in the service to the nation. After being convinced, I believe that sustained conviction in these principles and culture shall enrich your life, the country and the world. I would like to give you some of them. Ethics in conflict management and for progress in career. Faith in teams and organization. Build capability and capacity to be talented, sublime leader and not an arrogant leader. Challenge yourself till you achieve desired results. Provide equal opportunity to equal merit and enhance worth of your colleagues and organization for which you work. Self, family, organization, society, the country and the world are multi-scale manifestation of robust good principles of living life. These are interconnected, thus you can simultaneously do good to yourself and contribute to all stakeholders of this interconnected life on the earth. Service to society is more important as compared to your personal achievements. Every work is important and thus do not trivialize details of the work or level of duty. Success lies in comprehensive detailing and implementation. Be strong in your knowledge, but be humble in learning from colleagues, especially in complementary disciplines and domains of knowledge. Occupy a position below your capacity and capability. This shall bring appreciation and more satisfaction as compared to occupying a level higher than your merit and capacity. Generosity is a virtue and practice it in a liberal manner. Envy is a poison, avoid it at all costs. Aim to be number one in everything you do. Have an Olympian spirit of competing. Discipline, good health, competence and character are your best assets and friends throughout the life. Buddha, a prince, philosopher, saint and teacher, mentored the professionals in an excellent manner with his advice. To quote, "We are what we think we are. All that we are arises with our thoughts. With our thoughts, we make the world." I advise you to have a conviction in your thoughts and strengths. Build your capacity and capability to make outstanding contributions in your chosen pursuits with ethics, sensitivity and selectivity, and make the country proud with your achievements. Science has developed at an ever-increasing pace since the beginning of the 20th century. The gap between the advanced and the developing countries first widened and today is being bridged. Today, Japan, Korea, China and India have demonstrated that the gap can be closed and even can be surpassed in select niche areas of science and technology. This approach has been by adopting rigorous measures by harnessing utmost efforts for development of science and technology. It is absolute essential for a country like India with its tradition of scholarship, original thinking and great cultural and spiritual heritage to participate fully in the march of science and technology, intertwined with social sciences for harnessing India's great enterprise towards making India which is secure, internal and external, mitigates inequalities and provides right opportunities to the citizens for realizing their abilities. India must respect and produce nature as it grows in stature and importance in self-esteem of the nations. The emerging India, which when blossoms, should be an exemplary country. To meet the challenges of the 21st century, innovation wave, that is the sixth wave of innovation, we have to build expertise in fundamental sciences like maths, physics, green chemistry, biology, sciences to establish base and foundation to support the development of future advanced technologies like nanotechnologies. We have to create a culture and mindset of design, simulate, build, test, evaluate and validate in engineering education. Present approach to give up after design is seen on the computer screen using imported design and simulation tools is not good innovation. Engineers have to go from drawing boards to test and evaluate, to iterate and process till an efficient and optimum solution is evolved and ready to go to the market. We should reinforce the concept, which is, if you can't build it, you cannot use it or sell it. We have to introduce and develop project management skills and awareness of business practices, including cost and budgets. This will help developing entrepreneurs and innovation champions in the society. The philosophy of young people of the nation must comprise design thinking and innovation. Design is a continuous process of innovation that develops gradually, not abruptly. Creativity is both soul and spirit of design. Design thinking is an active process that strives for continuous reinvention and consistently challenging the existing things in a way ahead to ongoing evolution. We need to think creatively in daily life, not only in technocratic traditions, but also in terms of enhancing the daily lives of people. Design thinking cannot be divorced from real life in the real world. Design thinking is at the core of effective strategy, development, and organizational change. Design can be applied to products, services, processes, physical locations, anything that needs to be optimized for human interaction. You can design the way you lead, manage, create, and innovate. Since sustainability is an important element of the innovation ecosystem, our focus should shift to minimizing use of energy, material, and wastage using green and sustainable manufacturing processes. We should shift to circularizing the economy through repair, reuse, reduce, remanufacture, recycle, and recovery processes. In other words, we have to change the trajectory of our research and development from purely generation of knowledge to generation of value. Innovation without value addition is useless. Synchronizing the efforts of academia, national laboratories, and industries would be the most essential in this ecosystem. Only when the symphony is played, nation will sing the songs of growth and happiness, and this world will recognize us as a great nation. My dear students, as you walk from the university to the real world, make learning as a culture of life. Along with learning and experiences, you shall grow in confidence to develop competence for taking right-sized, appropriate risks. Dream while looking at stars, but feet on earth, and taking actions which differentiate you from others shall make you accomplished. As you grow in stature and responsibilities, it is essential that your love for nature, society, and fine arts also grows. The harmony and rhythms of life shall become increasingly visible and useful as you break the barriers of inequalities. Innovations with enhanced competencies at individual levels and in teams are the core for finding solutions to the challenges faced by the society. The priorities from society perspective are pollutions, climate change, health and well-being at affordable cost, energy, water, food, and comfortable hygienic living, which are at the top of the business and the research agenda and should also be part of your critical thinking. I am sure out of all this, you would like to do something different, out-of-box missions. Dr. Kalam used to always say, one should always define something for himself as a mission. And I am now going to list out some of the out-of-box missions which you can choose. What are those missions? I'd like to ask you, will you be remembered for visionary action for the nation like Professor Vikram Sarabhai or Homi Bhabha, Professor Satish Dhawan or Dr. Kalam in the field of space science, nuclear science, biological science, defense science and so on? Will you be remembered for introducing new industrial system, what we today call as 4.0G, products which represents convergence of technology? Will you be remembered for creating a company which finds a place in the top 100 of the Fortune 500 companies from India? Will you be remembered for creating smart villages by providing urban amenities in the rural areas? Will you be remembered for creating second green revolution? Will you be remembered for modernizing SMEs through application of ICT technologies and innovation? Will you be remembered for discovering an invention for high temperature superconductivity? Will you be remembered for developing most efficient energy production and storage system and usher in hydrogen economy? Will you be remembered for action-oriented, clean home, clean environment, clean state, clean nation, and low-cost water recycling and desalination to ensure water security? Will you be remembered for evolving of smart waterways for the whole country, maybe linking the major rivers? My dear young friends, you may choose any of these dreams, but success in any of them is like an iceberg. People see only the tip of the iceberg, but hidden underneath in water are the building blocks of this success via hard work, habits, sacrifice, massive action, capacity to face failures, persistence, goals, focus, missions, and risk. Success remains elusive unless we learn how to climb the ladder of these building blocks. I am confident that the knowledge which you have gained in this organization, JNU, will help you to emerge like an iceberg, a winner all the way. Dear friends, belief is one of the most powerful tools behind the success of any person, may it be personal or professional. I cannot resist myself but to quote Swami Vivekananda, to quote, "All power is within you. You can do anything and everything. Believe in that. Do not believe that you are weak. Do not believe that you are half crazy lunatics as most of us do nowadays. Stand up and express the divinity within you." Unquote. He also said, quote, "The life is short. The variety in the world is transient. They only live who live for others. The rest are more dead than alive." Unquote. So friends, let us all live for the growth of our nation and the welfare of our countrymen. May God bless you all. Jai Hind.
थैंक यू सर फॉर अ वेरी एनलाइटिंग स्पीच। हम जेएनयू परिवार की तरफ से यह विश्वास दिलाते हैं कि आपके प्रेरक शब्दों एवं संदेश को हम साकार करने में कोई कसर नहीं उठा रखेंगे। अब वह घड़ी आ पहुंची है जिसकी यहाँ पर उपस्थित 400 से भी अधिक शोधार्थी प्रतीक्षा कर रहे थे। वर्षों की अथक मेहनत, कभी असफलता के हालाल तो कभी सफलता के जीवनामृत का स्वाद चख ये सभी शोधार्थी सभी अग्नि परीक्षाओं के पथ से गुजर आज इस समारोह तक आ पहुँचे हैं। मैं अब यह मंच हमारे रजिस्ट्रार श्री प्रमोद कुमार जी को सौंपती हूँ कि वे आईं और डायरेक्टर ऑफ एडमिशन के माध्यम से मानद उपाधि पाने वाले शोधार्थियों को बारी बारी से बुलाकर मुख्य अतिथि द्वारा ये डिग्री प्रदान करें। एंड आई ऑल्सो रिक्वेस्ट यू टू ऑल प्लीज़ बी सीटेड ऑन योर सीट्स, डू नॉट लीव द हॉल, go back and take your seats. Thank you.
Sir, I pray that the students who have been examined during the period from 1st January 2017 to 30th June 2018 and found qualified for the award of Doctor of Philosophy may be admitted to said degree for those present and in absentia.
By virtue of authority vested in me as Vice Chancellor of this university, I admit these students who have been examined during 1st January 2017 to 30th June 2018 and found qualified for the award of Doctor of Philosophy for those present and in absentia.